Hey, today I'm sitting here with none other than motivational speaker, investment strategy person. Man, this dude, merchandise, man. I'm about to learn some game from this man. Tell him about yourself, my brother.
Let's get it, man. Blessings, everybody. My name is Dr.V, the speaker. Dr.V, the speaker. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not a keynote speaker. I am the speaker. So when you need a speaker, you contact me. Listen, man, I'm all about investing. I'm all about seeing people grow. That's what we're here for. So let's get into it.
Appreciate you, man. So how'd you get started, being the speaker, first of all? What made you the speaker?
I just remember the first time somebody called me and said, man, you got to come talk to our students about your story. I'm like, talk to your students about my story? So I went.
Was it a school?
It was a school.
Okay.
I went. I was nervous. I didn't know what to say. I hadn't written no script, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of went in there and freestyle, you know what I'm saying? And growing up, rapping, you know how to freestyle.
Yeah.
So I went in there and freestyling. And before I knew it, it was like, yo, I had a message. And we filmed it, and I went home and watched it, and I kind of took note, and I was like, all right, if I get another call, and I got another call. I said, hey, man, we heard you got a dope story. Come tell your story to our students. And I'm like, all right. So I started doing that, right? And I became the speaker right in that moment.
So give us a little bit about your story. I really want to know.
I mean, born and raised in Toledo, man. Like most of us, man, I was a street hustler. I found a way to make money in the streets. And I think I was good at it, right? I didn't catch no cases from it. I was good at it. I ain't gonna say everything that I was hustling, but I'm just gonna say I was hustling. And when I started out hustling, I started out selling fake jewelry, right, in the hood. I was selling.
I did it all.
I was selling. I was 12, 13 years old, selling fake jewelry in the hood. I was boosting clothes before y'all got hip to boosters. I was the booster. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Then I started moving a few packs. You know what I'm saying? Got into some car situation, some grand theft situation at a young age, and I got jammed up for that at 15 years old, and just been hustling ever since.
So what made you make the transition? Like what was it, a tragedy or something that made you make the transition, or you just?
Nah, man. Listen, man. I always tell people this: if you don't see yourself and your children, you're not spending enough time with them. And what I mean by that is I seen my youngest son. I got a picture when I give my presentations now. He holding $10,000 cash money, and I was like, yo, I gotta change because I'm giving him permission to be me.
Wow.
I'm giving him permission to be me.
I don't have any sons.
It was in that moment, like, bro, you got to get your ish together, right? Like right now. You know what I'm saying? Jumped in school. And man, listen, you talking about a guy who flunked the 2nd grade because he couldn't read and write. So what am I gonna do with this college thing? So I did. I jumped into it, man, and I sat down at the table with my kids when they would come home from school. I would do my homework while they did theirs, feed them, they go to bed, Then I stay up late, till 2, 3 in the morning doing homework, trying to figure this out because I'm behind, because I'm now in school at 28 years old. You know what I'm saying? I've been out of school since 18, so I'm trying to figure out.
So I tell my daughter this. You do it now because later you're going to have to go back and do it again.
Absolutely.
If you don't do it now, you're going to have to do it again. I had to do the same thing. So.
Absolutely. And something we gotta get good at or better at in our community is this. It's not a race. You run at your own pace. I was intimidated. I felt less than when I first enrolled in school because I was 28 years old. I'm in school with 19-year-olds. You know what I'm saying?
Basically.
Kids. Yeah. And I did. I felt small at first, man. But for real, when you get that diploma, when you get that degree, it don't say how long it took you. It don't say what age you went back at. It just say you completed the task.
Big Jim, he giving y'all right.
Completed the task. And if we don't get to a place where we complete the task, you know what? I was in the gym today working out and literally heard this message that I'm gonna put out on my platform later this evening. And basically it just said this: stop competing and start completing.
Bigger Jim.
Stop competing and start completing. Man, complete the task. Right?
So,
I get 28-year-olds who contact me for coaching, counseling, financial, whatever, and they say, man, but look at you, man, you so successful, man, I feel like a failure. I say, how old are you? I'm 28. You got 2 degrees at 28? Do you know I just registered for school at 28 years old? I didn't even have a degree. I was sleeping on my mom's sofa at 28 years old when I walked away from the streets and I didn't have no more money.
Wow.
I was working a 9 to 5 and I was paying my child support, but I was so indebted with all these things that I thought was sweet that I couldn't afford to do nothing but sleep on my mom's couch. 28 years old.
So now let's fast forward a little bit. When did you get to doing investing? You know, give me an overview of how you got to start investing.
So I was introduced to investing.
And teaching, actually, you know, teaching too.
I was introduced to investing at 15 years old, right? I inherited a mutual fund account from a great aunt, and that put my mind, well, what is investing, right? What is this money?
Yeah.
And I'm young, I'm flashy, I'm in the street, so I really didn't take the time to learn it, right? That's 15 years old. Fast forward, when I was 25, I was introduced to it again, but I was introduced to it through my 401k because I got a job now.
Okay.
So then I started, okay, well, you said I can buy stocks too? So I started buying stocks. But I still didn't really study it, right? I was just nitpicking, like, oh, okay, all right, you're supposed to buy this, all right, buy that. I didn't have a strategy.
Yeah.
I didn't have a strategy.
Most people
right.
don't.
I was doing what they told me I was supposed to do. Buy stock and stuff you use. And I tell people that's the worst strategy you can have.
I just started buying stock in March last year.
Okay.
So I'm invested, but I don't have a strategy, so to speak.
We're going to get you a strategy, and we're going to do it right here. Don't just buy it because you use it, right? Here's why. Because if you look at a chart and you see the chart's doing all this, so everybody's confused with all this. They don't know. They don't know.
It's foreign language.
Stocks move in 4 cycles, right? Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 1, stage 2. And if you look at your chart, it's doing just that, right? If you don't know what stage that stock is in, let's say you buy Nike up here at its peak at, let's say, $100 a share, and then next week it drops down to $50 a share, you just lost $50 worth of value. But if you take the time to learn how to read the charts, and you don't just buy it because it's Nike, you wait until it's undervalued, now it's down to $50 a share, you buy in, so when it goes to $100 a share, you just gain $50 of value. And that's what we're doing wrong.
So basically we need somebody who can speak our language.
Absolutely.
Basically, that's why I'm here, y'all. He dropping them gems, man. He giving me education as well as I'm giving y'all education.
And I'm gonna go one step further. Let's say you like, all right, man, you know what, Dr.V, I don't want to trade be a day trader or a swing trader. Sweet, you don't have to, right? Go buy you some dividend stocks. And what I teach people in my community, as I teach my courses and in my community, I teach this: name all of your investments. Every investment I got has a name, right? My rental property has a name. This property pays for my student loans. This property pays for that. I don't have no car notes. I don't have no mortgage, right? Because I said
where they pay for it.
Everything I invested in pays for it. And I still work in corporate America. People think, oh, you got to quit your job and do all. Man, I still work in corporate America. I'm going to Hawaii for 2 weeks.
I work every day,
and I'm going to work from Hawaii. I'm going to do my stock trading from Hawaii. I'm going to do my corporate job from Hawaii. You can work from anywhere, but you got to put your mind first out there in the universe to get it, right? We got to stop. I used to tell my cats, I don't claim a block. I don't claim a neighborhood. I don't claim a city. I don't claim a state. I claim the world.
Because you can conquer it. We can conquer it, y'all.
We got to think beyond our neighborhood.
Yes. First, it's mindset, and if we can get the mindset right with the people, we can change the world. We can change the world. So, you have your own community. Tell them about your community. Tell me about the community. Absolutely. Because I'm here to learn too.
Absolutely. The Dr.V Side Hustle Millionaire community, it's an investment community. It's $25 a month. I hold weekly trainings. I'm moving from the weekly trainings, but currently I'm still holding weekly trainings where I go and show people how to find the stocks, how to buy when it's low so you can sell when it's high. I teach people I gave them a gem last week. The market crashed this last week and a half.
I was watching it.
I went and found a cheap dividend stock. It was $3.48 a share, but it's paying 11% return every year. Your bank account is only going to give you 0.1%. So let me teach you something real quick, and I'll go back to what I taught them with the 11% and what the bank is giving. Go Google the rule of 72. Go Google the rule of 72, and I'm going to tell you what the rule of 72 is, and then you go Google it.
I'm still going to go Google it.
And tell me if I'm telling a lie. The rule of 72, and I learned this at 18 years old from an old white guy who was teaching me finances. I'm 42 now, so this is how long I've known about it. The rule of 72 is you take the percentage that you're being offered for the investment, and it tells you how many years it takes for your money to double. So banks aren't giving 1, 2, 3%. They're not giving that. But let's just hypothetically say your bank was giving you 2% on your investment. Based on the rule of 72, if you put $1,000 in that bank account at 2%, it takes you 36 years to double. In the last 18 months, I have taken my stock portfolio and grown it over 4,000%.
And they say in a year you do good to get 30%. So 4,000%. What the is you doing, my God?
I'm swing trading heavy. I'm swinging heavy. But I mean, this is what I enjoy doing.
So learning the language is one of the big things. So that's what we got to get to too. Learning the language of stocks.
Absolutely.
Learning the language of swinging, trading. And that's one thing that we fear. I'ma say, as a people, we fear what we don't know.
Yeah, but we should embrace what we don't know. That's how we grow, right? So I've been pushing this message, man. You believe more in your job than you believe in yourself. You got more faith in your employer than you do in yourself.
Chills.
Man, in 2004, when my employer laid me off, I realized that I had to rely on me more. That didn't mean I wouldn't work no more. I had to change my strategy from buying cars with car notes, right? Rims to look good, name brand this and that, to invest in my money so that if they come and say, hey, we don't need you no more, I'm like, cool, I'm good anyway, right? So now I'm in a position to where my employer, like, we know we only got so much time left with dude, because dude ain't playing.
He moving.
Yeah. I'm not, but I enjoy what I do for my employer. I do. I enjoy what I do, so I'm still there. And they pay me a great salary to do it.
So, next question. How'd you get the merch? Give us a playbook. Not to say give us everything, but give me a playbook on how you transform all of that into a merchandise.
I'm gonna give you a few plays, man. First of all, find your lane in the merchandise. Everybody's selling hoodies. Everybody's selling something, right? And that's cool. But what's gonna be different about yours? That's the first thing I'm gonna tell you. What's gonna be different about yours? And then the next thing I'm gonna tell you is this: don't buy for this season. Start preparing for next season, right? Start preparing for next season. What I got coming from China for next season.
You dropping it?
I'm killing it with this investment. It's all for next season, right? I gave a teaser this season, right? I gave a teaser last season while I was putting everything in line with the designs, with all the manufacturers in China to bring it in, manufactured, my tags, right? Packaged, ready to go to my customers, right? And if you want to start out, here's where you can start. You can start out with vinyl. You can do vinyl and press them with a heat press at home, right? You can start out small, right, to get your revenue up. Or you can go through a print on demand, like a company like Printful. I used Printful when I first started. It was a print on demand. So I went Printful, vinyl, China.
Manufacturer.
Yep.
Because, they got just sellers, but then they got manufacturers.
Yeah, you got to look for the manufacturer. And when you go to the manufacturer, don't let them bully you into what they want you to buy. You tell them what you want. You tell them how you want your tags. You tell them how you want your stitching. If you want your shit sewn across like this, you tell them that. And they'll do it. They'll do whatever you want them to do.
So is it hard to find a manufacturer?
No, it's not hard to find, but it's going to be costly. And what I mean by this is you going to, like these, I ordered these.
Stitch, them boys was dope.
And I looked up. The first one I hit was a run, right?
Okay.
But that sample cost me $200 for a sample, right? All right, cool. Now you got to go and place your order. You might order a sample and it not work. I've ordered samples and they not worked. I've spent $100, $200, $300 on a sample from China and get here and you're like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't what I thought it would be. And you go back to the drawing board. And let me tell you, you don't have to fire that manufacturer. You just tell them, no, this isn't it. And you go back and y'all go back and forth and hopefully y'all can reach an agreement. But just know that it's going to cost you some money getting started.
So is it gonna cost me a lot of money getting started in stocks? Because
Nope.
that's a lot. That's one of the big things that everybody wants to know. Like, well, everybody talking about investing and being in the stock market and this and that. How much do it cost? How much? I know it's all on your phone now. Everybody like, oh, it's on Cash App, but that's not really.
No.
That's not really investing.
No.
It is, but it's not.
No.
So
it's not. Don't get me wrong. It's taking your pennies to
try to make it some. Yeah.
But show me the chart on Cash App.
It's not one.
Oh, okay. Show me the chart, right? And anytime you get into investing, you want to see the chart. You don't want to be buying a stock that's way up here over its value, because you're gonna lose your ass. You want to buy it down here where it's undervalued. And right now the market is full of undervalued stocks. Full, right? And literally every dollar I got goes to the market right now, because that's how you make 4,000%. You got to go find all the undervalued stocks. You got to have faith in what you read on them charts. And you look, I still hold my breath sometimes. I bought a stock in December. I had to hold my breath. I was like, whew, I dropped $50,000 on one stock. Right? I wanted that many shares. It went up in the next week and a half. It went up $9,000. I sold out. It was room for more, but the market was starting to look choppy. So now my money's sitting on the sideline. I got
waiting
a
for
couple investments
play
that I've been buying, but I got the bulk of my money sitting on the sideline looking for that next power play, because you get that right power play and boom, you just made 50, 60, 80, 100 bands on one play.
So, like I said, I just started in March of 2020. I'm on Cash App, but I do got a TD Ameritrade.
Okay.
And I got a 401k. I do got money in there, but not enough. I don't think it's enough to really make money, but it's money, so I can make money on my money.
So let me ask this question: do you have $100 in there?
Yes.
Do you? Okay.
It's enough. It's more than 100, but okay. It's enough. It's
right.
Enough.
But watch this. To the viewers, do you have $50 that you can invest? Right.
Most everybody.
If
does.
you do, you have enough money to make some money. Don't worry about. So when I teach my classes, I teach percentages. Going back to the rule of 72, going back to the bank only giving you 0.1% on your savings account. Right? I teach percentages. So if we're gonna make an investment, right? When I look at the charts and I go and run with the analysts saying all of that, if this stock that I'm buying for $2 a share, right? You got $100 in it. That's 50 shares. If it runs up, if the growth potential on it is 50%, I just made $50 on my $100 investment, and then I move to the next thing. Now you might say $50 ain't nothing. How much is your bank giving you? Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this right now, and I did this to my homeboy yesterday. If you got cash in your pocket, you losing. You losing. Here's why you losing. Because cash can't beat inflation. Savings accounts can't beat inflation.
So now, since March, I've been watching the inflation and all this. They saying it's up almost 7%, y'all.
Yeah. So if you had $1,000, so
70.
You had $1,000 that you held on to because we in the pandemic. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna hold this $1,000 in case something goes wrong. You got this $1,000 and you've been holding it since March of 2020, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth 7% less today.
Yes.
Yeah, you still got $1,000, but your buying power is 7% less
because everything went up. So, it's the dollar amount is not worth that.
Yeah.
So $100 really $70 or something like that.
It's 7% less in value today, right? And we still in the pandemic, so are we gonna see another 7%?
It could be. They say it's the highest in 30 years.
Get that cash out your pocket and get it invested. Get it invested. Period. I hold no money. My daughter asked me 2 weeks ago. She asked me to borrow some money, and I said, hold on, let me check my bank account. I took a screenshot and sent it to her. I said, babe, I only got $31 in this account.
But all the money is invested.
She said, what? I said, oh, well, here's my stock portfolio. She sent her a screenshot. Please don't share that, but here you go. And that's where I send my money at. I don't send my money in the bank account because they're not paying me.
So do you got a custodial account for the kid?
Absolutely. Custodial account. My children have custodial accounts. My youngest is 14. He trades stocks. He got more in his custodial account than the average adult has in their bank account. And that's not a brag.
This is something I need to learn. It's something we all need to learn.
We're changing the generational curses of financial bondage, right? I don't want my children chasing money. I want money chasing them.
Man, he dropping some gems.
I want money chasing them.
So, what's the blueprint? Like, how can they get in touch with you? What's the blueprint? Can we get some information on how to get all this set up?
Here's free game. Here's free game I'm gonna give you. Leave Cash App alone when it comes to trading. Get you a TD Ameritrade, get you a Fidelity, get you a I'm not even a fan, but get you a Robinhood or a Webull, get you a something like that. But the last thing you need to be doing is investing on the Cash App. The next thing you need to do is download these apps. Market Watch, download the app.
Market Watch.
Yahoo Finance, download the app.
Yahoo Finance.
Tip Ranks, TIPRANKS, download the app. Stockcharts.com is what I use. There's other stock reading platforms, but stockcharts.com, they don't have an app, so you have to get online for it, but you got to get yourself around those things. The next thing I'm going to advise you do is join the community. You don't have to join my community, but go find an investment community, because this is uncharted territory for you. You want to start to put yourself around people who are speaking the language and doing the things, so you can make it a habit and start speaking the language and doing the things, right? Get in a community. I don't care who community is. And yes, the community is going to cost you something. Some communities are as low as $25, some is as high as $100 a month. I don't care. If you get in the community and you get involved and you start to make the moves and learn the language, it will pay for itself.
Learning the language is a big piece of anything you want to get into. So, just for example, how you going to learn how to play basketball if you don't know what the hoop is, what the 3-point line is, what the foul line is? You got to know the language. Absolutely. So that's big, y'all.
Yeah. So get yourself around people who are doing it. Last thing I'm gonna tell you on that is turn all your notifications off on your phone for 2022. The only notifications I want you to receive are the same notifications I receive, and those are from my financial institutions. Those are from stockcharts.com. Those are from Yahoo Finance. Those are from Market Watch. Those are from Fidelity. Those are from E-Trade. Those are from Webull. Those are from Robinhood. Do you notice a pattern here? Not Facebook, not Instagram, not Twitter, not TikTok. I don't even get text notifications because I don't care what people are talking about if they're not talking about.
I kind of noticed that. I said, I texted the thread, but it sent me an automatic text back. I said, this is not him, but it's him.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. But I was like,
yeah. And I can go in there and text. I can go in and text, but I'm spending that energy texting, or I'm spending that energy investing.
I'm with you, man. So, how do you redirect that energy? You know what I'm saying? Because like people can't get it. Like they don't get it. Like, sometimes they like, oh man, I want to do this, and something comes into play, like Facebook notifications, so to speak. How do they try to start redirecting their energy to make those things occur?
Here's what I did back in 2013. I went and got a stick of post-it notes, and I started writing myself a positive message every day.
When I walked in, I did see a whole full board of post-it notes.
So. Write yourself a positive message every day. Turn off social media. I'm not saying don't get on. What I'm saying is turn off the notifications, because now you in mid-thoughts. You got a positive thought, and somebody commented on your post. Now you in social media. You go down the rabbit hole. You reading all the garbage. You seeing who fought who had sex with who cheated on who robbed who, and where's the positive stuff that you're consuming? That's another thing I'm gonna say. On your social media timeline, change who you follow and change who you friends with. Unfollow some folks, unfriend some. Man, I'm telling you, if you change the stuff that is in front of you, your life will change.
Wow, that is a gem, y'all. Change the things in front of you, and if you're moving forward, your life has to change. It's no other objective.
We too busy trying to keep it 100 with where we came from, and we robbing ourselves of opportunity to where we can go. Every single person watching this and across the globe has an opportunity to be greater than what they are right now.
So, I ain't gonna let you slip over this. You said my investment properties is paying for things too. So, you even invested in real estate too.
So I got real estate. I got Airbnbs. Next year I'm gonna launch my Turo line. I got apparel. I do financial literacy coaching. I got my courses that you can download. Actually, I'm getting ready to re-release the new stock training course. All new material, everything from scratch. And then I got a Mentor Me Dr.V program because I got so many people saying, man, can you mentor me? Can you mentor me? You know what?
I know you don't have that much time to really put in and mentor all these different people.
Yep. So I put,
because I like what was gonna ask you to do the same thing for me. So
I got a program coming. I'm gonna be releasing it here in a few weeks, and it's gonna be automated, but I'm going to be involved. You will have access, right? We're gonna do some masterminds where we get live on Zoom, and we're gonna ask some questions. We're gonna dive deep. We're gonna build ourselves up, and we're gonna build our community up. My message is always the same. It ain't changed. It's been to heal the hood since I started this.
Heal the hood. Hey, this shirt is dope, y'all. Y'all better get on this, man. So, man, I appreciate you, man. And you know, we can have more of these conversations, man. We need more of these conversations.
Absolutely.
We need more of this, more of this.
Absolutely, man. But you know what? It's a lot of people having these conversations online. So again, when I say what you put in front of you, right? Even though I'm a stock trader, right? Even though I'm an investor, I'm in real estate. I study other stock traders. I study other investors because I don't believe I know it all.